Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with day 8 for my December daily. So as I'm picking the pattern papers and everything, this time around I'm going to go with pinks and a little bit of red. I love pink and red together. Just a few things that I like to chat about while I'm doing that. First of all, every time I always forget to mention that at the very end of this, like once I'm done putting all the pages together, I'll sort of do like real-time video where I'm going to flip through the pages because I know I don't show close-ups of each little card, and that's because that would take forever and a day to take a picture of each little card for each little, for each page, because you're talking 25 pages times 9. That's a lot. That's a lot of pictures. So that would have really slowed down the process of being able to get this project done. And today is January 1st, 2018. So first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. I hope that this year for all of us is just going to be full of happiness and just everything that you ever dreamed of. And in the next week or so, I'll be uploading. I'll try to. I got to work on them first, but because I wanted to get this project done first, I'll be uploading my goals for 2018, both for my scrapbooking and also for my book reading goals. And actually, book reading will probably they'll probably go up next week, but I'll be working on it this week. And also what I got done, because last year I made some bookish resolution goals and quite a few sections that I talked about that I wanted to do. So I like to do a page to one. I write down every book that I read throughout the year. So years from now, I think that'll be interesting to be able to take out those little cards and see what I've read. And two, to see how well I did for my goals that I set for myself, both scrapbooking and book-wise. And every year I like to make goals. I don't call them resolutions because I find that for me, if I work towards goals, it's better than saying a resolution. Like a goal is something that you don't stop at the end of January, hopefully. And I have to say my bookish ones, bang on. I'll talk about it a little bit more when I make my page. So this year I'm going to make some new ones and then some new ones for scrapbooking too. But anyway, this is day 8, and one thing that I absolutely love is to put pink and red together. I love those two colors together. And if you look at the card in the middle, the one that has the little snowman, on that snowman card, it actually has both pink and red on the same card. And I just love that. And I had another card that had that scallop oval in the middle of it, and I just cut the outside. I didn't like the colors that was on the outside of it. And then I took one part of it and I put it on to the left side of the card, and then whatever I cut off because it was hanging over, I'm going to use that too. And then yesterday I mentioned that when I was getting ready for my December daily, I took a lot of 6x6 pattern papers and I cut them down into strips, or 4x6. And then the strip that was left over, it's one of those that I'm picking up right now. And I love using those as little strips on my cards. So you'll see me using those quite a bit throughout the December daily. I just take them and put them on the card as little side 2-inch strip, and that can be somewhere where I put my pictures, or I start building little clusters on top. So for this one here, I'm just going to cut about a 1-inch strip, and I'm just going to make a little border at the bottom of my card. I'm going to put the trees that I like. I make sure that they're on the card, and then I'm going to cut off on either side of it. My goal for this project was to have it done by today. Including today. I knew that there was no way, unless I worked on it like 6-7 hours a day, there was no way that I was going to have it done by today. But this morning I got up. I had 3 days left. I had the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. And I decided to stop at the 26th because after that, there wasn't much to sort of talk about. But this morning I got up and I spent 3 hours because the last, from page 9 and on, my pages weren't ready. Like they weren't pre-made, so I had to do them at the same time as I was putting my pictures on them. So it took quite a bit of time. I talked about yesterday that next year, or this year, I guess, I'm going to put it in my calendar in September to choose my material in September, October, and sort of get it ready. And another thing that I thought about is I scrap a lot by colors. So I'm going to try and, once I choose my embellishments, to actually divide them already by color. And, whether I do that in my iris tray or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to try and do that so that when I am going to get my pages ready, that everything is there ready. And I plan to have, even though I totally enjoyed getting this project done, for me, I'm a planner, and that's why I love my agenda and everything, but I'm a planner, and to have only started 1 week into December this year, getting my December daily was quite overwhelming for me. I did not enjoy that at all. So next year, I don't want to be in that same pickle because I do enjoy this project. Even this morning when I went upstairs to work on my December daily, Mason slept over last night and he came upstairs and he says, "Mammy, what are you doing?" And I gave him the album and he went through the album. And you know what? That's one of his favorite albums to look through. He always likes to look through the December daily albums. And I think it's because it has a lot of different pictures and a lot of stuff is going on. And he happens to be featured in a lot of the pictures too. I was looking and through the pages and I'm like, he was over a lot this month. So it's nice to be able to see every day that he was over, and kind of he likes to see everything that we got done and did with him this month. But I think I'll enjoy the process so much more if my pages are all ready. And then that way, at the end of the week, I can just print a whole week's worth of photos. And like I said, the first 5 days, the pages were done, and I was getting those pages done between 7 and 10 minutes. Those pictures were in. But anyway, now I'm adding the pictures. So I'm going to talk about what we did on December 8th. December 8th, again, in the morning, I got up and I worked on some voiceovers. I actually did a page for Cheeky Studios that day. I worked again on my December daily. My son is going to college. It's art college, and he's doing really well. And because it was getting close to Christmas, they were actually done the week after. There was quite a few nights that he ended up staying late at school and finishing off some of his projects early. So that day he was done at noon. So he called me up and said, "Can you come and pick me up early, like at noon?" So I went to pick him up. So one of the pictures is a picture of his school. And then on the way home, we just stopped at McDonald's, and he's the one that snapped the picture of McDonald's because I was driving and I said, "Can you take my camera and just snap a picture of the signs?" So he did. So we ordered McDonald's and then we didn't go inside. We just kind of parked the truck in the parking lot. It wasn't a very cold day that day. So we just sat in the parking lot and just kind of chatted about, what he's been doing. He started his own little business online at the end of November, and it's been going fairly well. So I'll talk about that on another video because I think this one is coming to an end. But so we kind of chatted about how that was going, and that's going to complete this layout. So if you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and maybe even leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.